The skies in Lagos go dark, while in Abuja, they're bright. The explanation is simple. Aviation Workers Union at Murtala Mohammed International Airport, Lagos, embarks on two-day warning strike, while their fellow comrades at the Nnamdi Azikiwe International Airport, Abuja, continue with their activities. That is, flight operations not grounded. And in politics, Adamawa dominates discussions in the political sphere. And in Kogi State, the APC primary election flight is having a rough takeoff. Some aspirants protesting against the Ododo victory. Well, that's the outlook on Panorama today. Welcome, I'm Ruth Aguele. Latest report reaching us from Lagos says all unions in the aviation industry have embarked on a two-day warning strike to press home their demand for increased wages. Our correspondent Larry Belay, who is standing by live right now at the Lagos International Airport MM1, is set to give us an update on the situation. Larry, I'm sure you heard me loud and clear, so just go ahead and tell us what's happening at the moment.
Here because I have with me the NLC secretary representing the NLC with the people here. Well, there are the there are about five unions embarking on this warning strike. It's a 48 hours warning strike. Forgive the background, let's continue. It's a two-day warning strike, and they are demanding for three things, and we've heard them before earlier that they are demanding for non-implementation of minimum wage, which they call consequential minimum wage adjustments for alignment, release of the approved condition for service for agencies in the aviation sector, and planned demolition of quarters for aviation staff. These are the three demands they are pressing on that made them to go on this two-day warning strike. Right now, the union and the security officers that are here have agreed that they should allow the cars to pass, because for the past 4 hours or so, there's been a gridlock here. But I have with me Mr. Ibrahim representing the NLC. Were you aware of the demands of these five unions in the aviation sector?
Thank you very much. First, yes, I'm not, so to say, representing NLC. Here I'm traveling and I made this action going on.
You are traveling?
Yeah, I'm traveling.
I saw you
I just arrived and my colleagues saw me and I said, look, well, I'm going to come and speak to us because they know me. I'm a member of the CWC of NLC, also a member of the NEC of NLC. Okay. And injury to one is injury to all. And to say I'm aware of the demands of unions in the aviation sector is an understatement. We are fully aware. We've seen their demand. Notices are given to all agencies of government to hearken to the call of the unions. But it seems they are giving an adamant and deaf ears to the request and demand of workers. So what the workers are doing today and tomorrow is not new. And for me, I believe the NLC, which I am a member, is fully in support and in solidarity with the workers in the aviation sector.
I know you are traveling. I wish I could ask you more questions, but I have to release your allergy. So that is where we are right now. And if the commotion around, I'm very sorry about the commotion, is that they are allowing cars to move to their destinations because the cars are on standstill.
Larry, just before I let you go, did you notice if any authorities have responded, like try to talk to the workers there? Was there anything like that?
The security agencies, they talked, and one of the issues they decided to resolve is the movement of cars, because the cars are on standstill, and how they can nip this thing in the bud so it won't become problematic, it won't be hijacked, because it's a peaceful warning strike. That's what they talked about. And I tried to talk to one of the security agencies, but they say they are not privileged to talk to the press.
Okay, Larry, and since your guest is still standing by with you, I don't know if you may want to ask him, is it a nationwide strike? Because Abuja flight operations are very active. Is it a nationwide strike? Can you ask your guest there?
Let me do that. From the studios, they want to ask, is it a nationwide strike? Because they can confirm from Abuja that there are still flights going in and out of the city.
Yeah, it is a nationwide strike as per the notice given by the unions in the aviation sector. But like you know, human beings, our attitude to instructions or directives, it takes gradual to take off. So today is day one. And I believe that by mid today or early tomorrow, all other segments of the aviation sector workers will join, because this is a just cost. And like I've also said, the NLC is fully with them. And because this is just a warning strike for a day or two, when the government did not listen, then when there has to be a full-blown strike in the aviation sector, the NLC will come firmly, solidly behind the unions in the aviation sector. Thank you.
I hope that answers your question.
Cindy, thank you very much, Larry, for your time. We'll definitely keep in touch with you to get more updates subsequently. Thank you. All right, since flights are not grounded in Abuja, let's take off to Saudi Arabia, where we hear more prominent Nigerians visiting the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia on spiritual uplifting crusade were granted audience by President Muhammadu Buhari in Makkah. Discussions centered on the state of the nation, especially the ongoing transition program to the incoming administration. Let's get details now from State House correspondent Adamu Sambo.
It's the 5th day of his visit to the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia for the Lesser Hajj, and President Muhammadu Buhari shares a warm moment with some of the country's governors and other officials. At the meeting, the president was updated on developments back home, including the conclusion of outstanding elections in parts of the country. The guests, including governors of Borno and Yobe states, thanked the president for sacrificing a lot for Nigeria in his 8th year reign, coming to an end in a matter of weeks.
Mr. President is here to praise the Lord for the opportunity that God has given him to serve the country, and most importantly to pray for peace and tranquility in Nigeria to reign, and then to ensure smooth transition.
We appreciate his modest achievement to ensure that the country remains united. And of course, you know, when he came on board, how the country was and how it is today, especially in the northeast, the Boko Haram insurgency, which is today decimated.
During the visit, the government officials joined the president in a congregational prayer session. They thanked Allah for his enormous blessings to the nation and prayed for sustainable peace, unity, and prosperity across the land.
Pray for Lord to ensure lasting peace and sustainability in Borno State, and most importantly in Nigeria.
We will do our best to ensure that we build on our modest achievements.
We have to be grateful to God. We came to thank him and also to seek for his guidance so that we can deliver on the mandate given to us by the people of Katsina State.
We pray to Almighty Allah to continue to keep our country one and to give us the strength, the health, and the capacity to continue to do our work. That is a prayer.
How is the fight going?
Well, the fight is going on well. As you are aware, we just came out of electioneering issues, and my men were all over the place, and were able to make some arrests. God willing, we are going to conclude that and charge them to court. We are working with the INEC. We have formed a very good legal team. And then, of course, you are aware that we are working hard to see that we conclude certain cases that we have started, more so because some people are going to be available for us and all of that.
President Buhari, who appreciated the visit, told his guests that whatever Nigeria has achieved today is due to the power of democracy and the nation's institutions, which he said must continue to be strengthened. From Makkah, Saudi Arabia, Adamu Sambu, NTA News.
President Muhammadu Buhari says the ongoing fight, which erupted in the Sudanese capital between the country's military and the powerful rapid support forces, is unwelcoming. This was while receiving the transitional president of Chad, General Mohammed Idris Deby Itno, in Makkah, Saudi Arabia. Here is Adamu Sambo again with the details.
President Muhammadu Buhari, who reviewed the crisis situation, which already claimed several lives, described it as unfortunate and disturbing. He called on all neighboring countries and the international community to prevail on the warring sides to stop fighting and negotiate. The president maintained that Sudan deserves peace after all it had gone through in the past. The Chadian leader had told President Buhari that the situation in Sudan is bad. He said if not arrested, it will have serious repercussions on neighboring countries. The Chadian leader said already his country had closed its borders to Sudan and reinforced security. General Muhammad explained that he had spoken to the leaders of both factions, saying if everyone tries, especially President Buhari, the situation will be normalized.
It was essentially a matter of a courtesy visit on somebody that he considers, literally his father and his elder. And of course, he informed him of what efforts that are being made by way of finding solution to the problem in the Sudan.
President Buhari commended the Chadian leader on his peace-building efforts and urged him to keep trying. General Muhammad wished President Buhari a successful Umrah and all the best as he prepares to leave office. From Mecca, Saudi Arabia, Adamu Sambu, NTA.
Let's return back home where we hear an illegal coal miner in Okaba, Ankpa local government area of Kogi State has been arrested by the Special Surveillance Task Force of the Federal Ministry of Mines and Steel Development. Ajibola Christopher reports that the team is working in collaboration with the Nigeria Security and Civil Defense Corps.
The high deposit coal in Okaba, Ankpa local government area of Kogi State has attracted companies to register with the Federal Ministry of Mines and Steel Development with a view to harness the raw materials for industrial purposes. Based on a report of illegal miners and their activities in the area, a special mine surveillance task force on illegal mining with support from the Nigeria Security and Civil Defense Corps swung into action to curtail their act. One person was arrested while others fled. A generator, wheelbarrow, and other tools used in the illegal mining were recovered.
The mineral belongs to federal government, and if they want to tap it, they have to go through due process, just by a way of getting their license, mining license, which they have refused to do. We are losing a lot of revenue, and we don't want that again. And honestly speaking, we are here to stop that.
Minister of Mines and Steel Development, Olalekan Adegbite, represented by the federal mines officer in Kogi State, hinted that the federal government has lost a lot of resources to illegal miners, suggested the host communities be sensitized on the effect of illegal mining to the Nigerian economy.
I have warned them several times not to take laws into their hand. If they have any complaint, they should put it in writing to federal government, but they will not listen. And meanwhile, the company, we have checkmated them. We make sure they are doing their best for the community. Even the community development agreement they have signed, I was there, I witnessed it, so I wouldn't know their problem. They felt the mineral is in their land, and they felt they could lay their hands on the mineral at any time they like.
Kogi State has huge mineral deposits, yearning for investors to harness. Ajibola Christopher, NTA News.
Movie lovers, let's inform you that there's been a launch of the Belgian TV dramas and movies broadcasting season in Nigeria, which the organizers say will foster intercultural promotion between Nigeria and China. Chief Executive Officer of Star Times, Joshua Wang, said this at the 2023 series of the broadcasting season in Africa. Let's hear more from Adebola Brookslyn Sunday.
Described as two largest developing countries and important emerging markets in the northern and eastern hemisphere, China and Nigeria have continued to strengthen their bilateral ties, especially through the entertainment industry. This gathering is to showcase 12 popular Beijing TV dramas and movies that Nigerian audiences can watch on the StarTime platform and on NTA Entertainment Channel. Chief Executive Officer of StarTimes, Joshua Wang, told the forum that the TV dramas and movies cover a wide variety of genre to meet demands of audience of different age groups.
So we have Chinese film and television dramas has been broadcasting in Africa, especially for Hausa and Swahili. which is dubbed by StarTimes. So we know audience and video's work is an important window for the mutual understanding between Chinese and African countries.
We always say that if you want to go fast, you go alone. If you want to go far, you go together. So I'm convinced that if China and Nigeria, we work together, we share together, we really can achieve together. We really can go far.
Represented by the Acting Director Marketing, Awanimia, Director General, Nigerian Television Authority, Saliu Abdulhamid Dembo said the NTA StarTimes joint venture is contributing more to the efforts of strengthening the mutual exchange between the two nations.
Chinese folklore and movies have for decades been a huge source of entertainment in the country. Nigeria's movie industry, popularly called Nollywood, is reputed to be the second largest movie industry in the world, churning out hundreds of movies every month. This is one area where great opportunities for artistic and cultural collaboration between Nigeria and China abound.
In addition to the TV drama, StarTimes is set to showcase a dating show in Nigeria.
Just as the name implies, we're looking for Mr. Right. Hello, Mr. Right. So it's actually a dating show. We are creating an opportunity for people to find love. It's pretty straightforward. There are always terms and conditions. There are rules that follow them, and we intend to follow it to the letter.
The event, which is the 8th in the series, launched in 12 African countries, has featured 132 Chinese films and television dramas have been showcased in 7 African languages. Adebola, Brooklyn Sunday, NTA News.
Let's go on a break. We're back. Please stay tuned.
The counsel of our fathers.
I will urge and advise our younger generation to use talent and brain to sort out problems, not arms.
Nigerian youth, let's build our nation.
My advice to these young people is please do not take us back to those harrowing days. You probably do not know what it is.
I believe we have fought one civil war too many in this country. So those who experience it will run away from it.
Nigerian youth, let's build our nation together.
Welcome back. Talking politics, the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, has reacted to result declaration in Adamawa State by the resident electoral commissioner in the state. The INEC National Commissioner on Information and Voter Education, Festus Okoye, gave the reaction while speaking to journalists in Birnin Kebbi.
So he had no right whatsoever to go and make a declaration and also make a return when there have been results that have been warehoused and there have also been supplementary results that were ongoing.
Reacting to the stripping of the National Commissioner during the exercise in Adamawa State, he said perpetrators will be brought to book.
A national commissioner cannot be treated as if he or she is a common criminal. A former vice chancellor of Usman Danfodio University, a senior citizen, was stripped naked and dragged. This commission will not allow that to stand.
He assured that there will be no supplementary elections in Adamawa State. In another development, the Independent National Electoral Commission in Kebbi State has declared Dr. Nasir Idris of the APC as the governor-elect of Kebbi State. He won with the highest votes of 409,225 votes.
That Idris Nasir of APC, having satisfied the requirement of the law, is hereby declared the winner and returned elected.
The election in Kebbi State was professionally and ethically conducted. This particular commission deployed 3.
All right, in Kogi State, one of the governorship aspirants for the state, Senator Smart Adeyemi, and 3 others have protested against the announcement of Ahmed Usman Ododo as the governorship candidate for the All Progressives Congress. At a press briefing in Abuja, the aspirants explained that the declaration of Ododo as winner is a deviation from the party's constitution and should be reviewed. The aspirants include Shaibu Abubakar Audu, the former Minister of State for Labour, Professor Stephen Ocheni, and Yakubu Murtala Ajaka.
We are not going to allow it to hold, and I want to believe that the APC, being the most democratic party, will not allow it to stand. I say most democratic because so far, APC is the only party today that lost election in key areas in the last election, the last presidential election. And yet, we didn't talk. Yet, we are allowed to go.
So I'm calling on the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, President Muhammadu Buhari, and our President-elect, the National Chairman of our great party, all the authorities responsible for the administration of justice, equity, and fair play to ensure that the purported result does not stand.
Let's bring you sports update. That's next.
Three-time champion South-South Geopolitical Zone has again emerged champions of the 2023 Under-17 Boys National Cricket Final Competition in Abuja with a victorious win of 128 runs in 24 overs. Peter Oibo reports that the South-South girls also won by 133 runs for the loss of 5 wickets in 20 overs against Southeast.
I would say it's a great experience here because at the start of the tournament we felt we had no team. We were almost beaten, but God came through for us and we succeeded.
Southeast boys and Southwest girls settled for 3rd place. Meanwhile, Monte Carlo winner Andrew Robloff says his 2021 loss to Stephen Tsitsipas helped shape his mental resilience to win the 2023 Master. The 25-year-old world number 6 defeated tenacious Dane 5-7, 6-2, 7-5 to be crowned champion. Robloff played in his second Monte Carlo final in 3 years and desperate to clinch his first Masters crown, having been denied twice before he mounted another remarkable momentum swing to bring things back to safe. Robloff's victory caps an impressive clay court campaign, which he will hope will stand him in good stead ahead of next month's French Open. And finally,
all right, that's the much you can take for sports update, and that's Panorama. Thank you very much for your time. Ruth Aguele. Bye.
NTA, you can't beat the rich.
Information is power. Everyone wants power. So feel powerful with the NTA News mobile app, the one-stop information center. Real news at your fingertip. Be the first to report by uploading first-hand information on the U-Report link, and be the first to know by simply clicking on any of the links on the sidebar for headlines, domestic and foreign news, economy, security, politics, sports, and more. Stream live on your smartphone and tablets and stay connected. It's pretty easy. Simply download NTA News app from your Google Play Store and you're good to go. NTA News mobile app. your access to real-time information.